Joined now by Xavier head coach Brian Neal. And Coach, a tough day today for you. Needless to say, 21% from the floor, 0 for 17 from three-point range. Just could not find the basket for some reason here this afternoon.
Yep. Yep, that is correct. And I can't tell you why. 11 baskets. That is really, it's disturbing. And not only that, I was really disappointed with some of the coachability that we had with a couple kids, you know, and that's why we just had to we made some changes there at the end, and that's the frustrating part. But we're young. We showed it. UC's one heck of a defensive team. I mean, they didn't exactly light it up. It's a shame that you score 50 points. You think you ought to win the game. We couldn't even get close to 50. You know, I thought our girls, our players, our young ladies, I thought they played hard, but everybody plays hard. And there's a mental part of the game. There's a teamwork part of the game. And we are just missing it. And it doesn't happen overnight. Hopefully this is some reinforcement to some of the things we've been talking about. You know, so they're going to have to make some decisions if we're going to figure that out.
Coach, your seniors in particular are the ones that you hope you can count on night in and night out to produce for you. Had a particular tough night. Ashley Wanninger, we talked at the half. She had 2 shot attempts in the first half. You came out right away in the second half, tried to get her a look. She had a few open opportunities. It just wasn't her day.
It wasn't, and I thought coming out of halftime that we really had 3 or 4 great opportunities that could have turned the game around. And we just couldn't. And when that happened, they scored a couple. When they got it to double digits, we started pressing. I mean, pressing more than ever. And when we're pressing, it's not a good situation.
Right.
And so it just escalated. And I mean, in some ways, we're fortunate. I thought it could have been a 30-point game in no time. And but you know, we hung in there. Got to play some young kids who don't normally get to play. And so, but yeah, we did have some opportunities there.
When you had those opportunities, you couldn't convert. I could tell you wanted to get into some defensive pressure as well to try to score some baskets off of that, and you just couldn't generate enough to get into that pressure.
Well, you have to score to get into it, and our pressure's not great. First of all, we're not deep, so we can't pressure to play up tempo for a long period of time is tough on us because we just don't have the guard depth to do it, and we also don't have the experience to do a lot of different things. If we are so focused on our nuts and bolts of developing a system that we can't get into special situations on a regular basis, and so we can't get into that. We struggle even getting out of bounds stuff sometimes because we don't have time to do everything that we want to do, you know. So, but yeah, you're right. We couldn't get into it.
So moving forward here, is it back to the basics? We start from block one and kind of move forward, or can we build on anything from today at all?
We're trying to build on everything. You know, we are. It's tough. It's tough, and when we don't play well, we have a little margin for error, and you see what happens. And there's some big margins on the other side of it. When we play well, we compete, and sometimes we win those games, even against good teams. But yeah, we're certainly going to try to get better from it. The good news is we actually practiced well this week. We came out in the beginning of the year when I first took over. The girls, we jettisoned, and the girls are buying into everything, and we're working hard. And then we hit a lull, and we went through 3 or 4 weeks where we were not getting better. So we have got to practice and get better in practice. And when you don't practice well, you see what happens. And UC, you got to give UC a lot of credit, man. These kids they've taken their lumps over the last couple of years. That they're a veteran team. I'm getting sick of saying that. They're a veteran team, and they came in here determined, and they did what they had to do. They deserve to win, and sometimes you just got to tip your cap. Hopefully next year they can tip theirs towards us.
Yeah. Well, a tough way to go into the holidays, but certainly thanks for joining us here after this ball game, and have a Merry Christmas if you can shake this one off here in time. You got a few days to do that.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas.